Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, guys. Thank you so much for joining me here. I'm just going to get my angle correct. Let me just move back a little bit. There, that's a bit better. So, how are you? How are you? I hope you're well. And thank you for joining me at whatever point you join this live stream. It looks really dark. Got my lights on. I think I'll probably move this lamp. Yeah, might move it over here. Oh, I think that's going to be better. Oh, let me just pop this over here. Please excuse me. There we go. That's better. That's better. It's brighter. It's lighter. I was looking at the screen and it just looked so dark, and I thought that's not right. So I've got it sorted. So yeah, good morning. Thank you so much for being with me today at whatever point you come in. I can see I've got somebody with me. So hello. Great to have you with me on this wonderful, glorious, beautiful Sunday morning. The weather's changing. I don't know where you are, but wherever you are, I hope the weather's good. I'm here in the UK, and yeah, it's the bank holiday August weekend, and you can feel the change in the weather. Definitely. I've been saying this for the past couple of weeks. I can feel it. It feels really cool, particularly in the evenings. But I've been out this morning. I just went in the garden to feed the stray cat. Got a stray cat. I've already got 5 cats of my own, and now I've got, my garden is the hub for all the strays. And I went out to put some food down for him, and I was like, and this is only at 8 o'clock, and I thought, oh my goodness, it's really chilly. So yeah, it's changing. So I've got 5 cats, and I've got a black and white stray cat that turns up in my garden. He's been living in my garden for weeks, and when I call my cats, he comes running. I know, he is cute. So I do put food and water down for him because I don't want him to go hungry. And if I'm late feeding him or her, he sits at the back door and he looks at me as if to say, come on, where is it? You're late. So and then I think he's been calling all the other cats, because I've seen 5 other cats in my garden this week, and one of them, a beautiful jet black kitten, so made his way in my house and was making himself at home. I know. Yeah, the cat woman. Yeah, I'm the original cat woman in the neighbourhood. The cats all love my yard, they love my garden, and they, I look out and sometimes all the cats are just like stretched out in my garden, on my sofa, all over the place. Second home for them. Anyway, how are you guys? What have you been up to? Yeah, do feel free to drop it in the chat box and share it with me. So today I've got a really good topic for you today, and we're going to get into it fairly quickly because it's a bank holiday weekend and you've probably got like barbecues and events and different things happening, so I'm going to keep this one fairly short. But I've got a really good topic for you. As usual, I've got my notebook, and it's all about how we can plan and prepare for the next couple of months of celebrations and events, but not necessarily in terms of food, because we always talk about how we can plan and prepare for food and managing food at those events. But if you've ever been here with me before, you know that mindset is absolutely king. That's my philosophy, and that is what's helped me to lose over 170 pounds in weight. So we're going to talk about prepping and planning, but our mindset, how we can prepare and plan and get our mindset in the best position to deal with the events and celebrations that are coming up later this year, because we've got loads of events coming. So this weekend it's the August bank holiday weekend, and there may be lots of barbecues happening. There may be lots of events happening. You go to see your family and your friends. Um, Meals out, that might be happening. It's also carnival weekend, so it's the Notting Hill Carnival and also the Leeds Carnival as well. So you may be going there ready to shake a leg or two, may indulge in some food and some drink. So yeah, we've got that happening. And then in September, next week, can you believe it, next week is September, a lot of kids go back to school. So with that comes a change of routine for a lot of parents and guardians and families. So yeah, change of routine can also impact the weight loss journey. Then we go into October and we've got Black History Month. And again, a month long of food, events, celebrations. Then we've got Diwali and Halloween, and again, lots of food and events happening that we may be going to. Then we go into November, we've got bonfire, and we've got all those bonfire treats that are available, and then heading towards Christmas. And I don't know if you've noticed, guys, but the shops are already stocking Christmas stuff. Yeah, all the massive tubs of sweets are coming in now. So yeah, so right from now right through to the end of the year, there is going to be lots and lots of celebrations, events, a lot of food as well. So it's easy to start thinking about how we're going to manage the food, and there's, you know, we might cover that at a future point. But today I specifically want to cover how we can get that mindset, being that right mindset. So we're going to be talking about that. But before we do that, just a couple of things that I just want to share with you. So we launched our membership, guys. We launched our channel membership, and we've already had our very first virtual, and I loved it. I loved it. And I know our members, they loved it too. So let me just tell you quickly, we've got 2 levels of memberships on the channel. The first level of membership is just $1.99 a month, and that's your way of saying thank you. If you want to make a donation, you can do. So for that level, you're going to get emojis and badges, and also when you make a comment, then a emoji or badge will come up, so I'll know that you'll remember, and you'll get priority responses from me. So that is available. But then if you want to level up, then our $4.99 a month, $4.99, I know, for a whole month of support, less than a coffee. Honestly, less than a coffee. But for $4.99 a month, you're going to get all of the badges and the emojis, priority responses from me, but also you're going to be entered into our exclusive members area. And for that, you're going to get special posts from me, special shorts from me. You're going to get invited to a virtual that we're going to host at least once a month as our community grows. If you want it more often, then we'll do that. And we've already had our first one, and it was fantastic, because you get invited into a Zoom room. I'll post out the link, you click the link, you join Zoom, and then you can be on or off camera, and you can share with me, and I hand the floor over to you. You can talk, you can, you know, make your comments, or, you know, make your suggestions, and it's about having that support. So it was just fantastic, our very first one. So that is available, that is live. I'm going to be sending out the date for our next live in September, and so do look out for that if you'll remember. And I'm also going to be planning our Christmas meetup, a face-to-face meetup. because I just thought in the run up to Christmas it'd be really nice for our members to get together in person. So I'm going to be organising that. So look out for that on the community page, guys. And at this stage, it's only open to those who are part of the membership. So if you want to come join our membership, honestly, for $4.99 a month, you're going to love it. You really are. So that is our membership. So how do you join the membership? The membership, if you look on my page, on the YouTube page, right at the very top where you see the banner and the introduction video, you will see you'll see the join button. Click on that, and you've got the options of which level you want to join it at. Or go to the community page and look out for those posts which tells you about the membership, and you will then also see the join button. So we'd love for you to join. We really would. So yeah, check that out. So thank you so much. I could see I've got a few more people join me. Thank you so much for being here. So good morning, Tony. How are you? So oh gosh, Tony, you had a fall. Oh my days, you had a fall and you hurt your side, but you did put your hand out to stop you hurting your foot. Oh my goodness, Tony, I hope you're okay. I hope you're okay. I hope you're not too badly bruised and injured. Honestly, falls, as we get older, falls are really serious, as you know. Well, it's serious at any age, but as we get older, it can be even more serious. And I understand now why they say that falls in older people are really serious, because, you know, luckily I was able to get up eventually, and I hope you was able to get up as well, Tony. But as people get older and they get more frail, if they fall, they find it harder to get up, especially if they're on their own. And that's why they can be lying on the floor and pneumonia sets in. It's really serious. So yeah, I hope you're okay, Tony. So sorry to hear that. Yeah. Good morning, Ali. Hello, my lovely. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. Hope you're well. And good morning, Horatio. You're in Spain. Oh my goodness. Oh, your friend's in hospital. Oh dear, I'm so sorry to hear that. Well, I hope your friend is okay. Yeah, I hope your friend is okay and recovering. But yeah, do look after yourself, Horatio, because I know that when you're looking after people who are unwell, it can take a strain on you. You know, it's a lot for you to carry. So I hope you're okay too. So Tony, you're getting better. Yeah, and you're taking it easy. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. So after my fall, I've got more movement in my arm, but I still can't stretch my arm. Like that arm I can stretch out, no problem. But this arm, I can't. That's as much as I can do it. It's nearly there, but it's really sore. But my knee, oh my days, I came out with the most massive bruise on my knee. But the past few days, the back of my knee has been really problematic. So, yeah, I'm back. I take my painkillers. I'm on naproxen for my pain, but I only like to take them when the pain is unbearable. So, you know, other than that, you know, for me, I find that the more painkillers that I take, the less effective it is. So I don't take my painkillers when I'm in pain. I only take them when it's unbearable, and that's when I get the relief. So yeah, I try to breathe through it. You know, years ago I learned to breathe through, you know, well, you guys wouldn't know, but any woman that has had a baby, you'll know that when you're in labour, they teach you to breathe through the pain. Not that I went through natural labour, I had a cesarean with my son, but yeah, you breathe through the pain. So that's what I do when I'm in pain. I learn to breathe through it, and then just take the painkillers when I'm like losing my mind. So yeah, so Horatio, let's have a look. Yeah. I'm still on the road to recovery. Still on the road, but I'll get there. We'll get there. So guys, yeah. So if you're not in our membership, then do have a little think about joining us. We would love to have you. And yeah, if you are in the membership, I'm going to be sending out the date for the where are we? September, for the September virtual, but I'm also going to be planning a Christmas meetup. Yeah, be somewhere nice, somewhere really swanky. So if you have a preference whether we meet in London, Birmingham or Manchester, do let me know. Because I know we're kind of like that whole stretch, aren't we? Jace, hello, my lovely. You're in Madrid with Marie, and you're having a wonderful time. Oh, that is great to hear. Great to hear. So we got Jace in Madrid and Horatio in Spain. Yeah, lovely. International today, international. So great to have you all here with us today. So Tony, you're thinking Manchester would be good for our meetup. Yeah. So Tony, have a little think and let me know of any restaurants in Manchester that you'd like to do. Yeah, let me know. So what else did I want to tell you? So the garden's changing. I'm still to make that video. I will get out now that it's bank holiday weekend. I'll get out in the garden because the garden's changing. So yeah, friends like the live, yeah, brilliant. And Tony's going to let us know about where we can go in Manchester for a meetup, because we haven't had a meetup for a while. I haven't had one for a while, so yeah, let's do that. And I'm still thinking about oh, Jace, you're in Liberia, Liber in Alicante. Nice. Yeah, well, I don't know where Horatio is. Which part of Spain are you in, Horatio? Yeah, hopefully you're not too far. If you're not too far, it might be great to have a little meetup. Yeah, Spanish one. So yeah, I'm thinking about putting my house up for sale, and I'm just all over the place. 1 minute I think, yeah, I'm going to sell this house because it's too big, and I want to downsize, and then I start house hunting, and then I'm like, I don't want to leave my house. I love this house. I love it. This is my home. But then my head says, yeah, just downsize. It's too big. You're paying out a load of money on, utilities, gas, electricity. It's too big for you. Just downsize. But then when I start looking at other properties on the market, I'm like, I'm going to have to do a lot of work to get them up to my standards. So I'm all over the place with that. So yeah, that's what my head's been at this week. Jumped on the scales this morning, and so when I came back from holiday, I lost £1 on holiday. We left early in June. Where is it? Yeah, June. Gosh, is that? Goodness me, yeah, we went in June. Goodness me, we went in June, and I lost £1 in June, and then since I've come back, up until last week, I'd only lost £0.5. So for the end of June, whole of July and August, my weight hadn't really shifted. However, I've noticed my body just feels really slim and light, like my legs, my hips, even my belly's going down. So although I haven't shifted on the scale, my body is definitely changing, definitely. And I've noticed it, and so somebody said the other day, now I don't mean to be offensive, but blokes, and I'm generalising, you need to learn how to give a compliment. Yeah. So I had a bloke say to me that my arms were scrawny, and I was like, okay, I'm taking it that you think my arms are really slim, but they called me arms scrawny. I wasn't offended. I was just like, you're a bloke, you don't know how to give a compliment. Now, I am generalising, so don't get offended. I am generalising. And then a few days later, I had another bloke, my good friend, say to me, he came to my house, I opened the door, and he was like, oh my God, he said, what's happened to you? He said, you look like an ostrich. And then he said, no, not an ostrich. He said, you look like a flamingo. And I said, you what? He goes, you look like a flamingo. He says, oh my God, your legs are so skinny. And then he said, and the rest of your body, like a flamingo. I was like, okay, you need to learn how to give a compliment. Just he meant it out of a good heart. He just didn't know how to say it. Okay, and then this week at work, I seen my colleague. I hadn't seen her for about 2 or 3 months, and she said, we stood chatting, and she looked at me. I could see her looking me up and down, and she goes, Angela, she says, you are practically melting. She says, every time I see you, you are just getting thinner and thinner and thinner. And that one, I was like, oh, that's nice. But yeah, so even though the scales haven't shifted, yeah, Ali, they were digging their own holes, yeah. So even though the scales hadn't shifted for like 2 months, only like half a pound, it wasn't a huge difference. I can really feel the difference. And I bought me a dress. I don't know if you've seen my shorts, but it's the shorts video where I'm in a denim dress, like a mini denim dress, and that was a size 12. I couldn't quite believe it. I bought the 16 thinking the 16, oh, thank you, Tony, you look absolutely amazing and stunning for your age. Oh, thank you, my darling, thank you. So I bought this. Now guys, that's how you give a compliment. Yeah, that's how you give a compliment. So Horatio, you look gorgeous. Thank you, my lovely, thank you. Well, do you know what, they meant it as compliments. They just didn't know how to package it. Yeah, and I took it as compliments. I didn't think that they were being nasty, but they just made me laugh. That's all. I was just like, yeah, it's like when my grandchildren say things, and they say it out of innocence, so I just take it as like, yeah, that's meant out of a good heart. But yeah, so I used to be a size 26, and the size 26 used to be tight on me, and now this dress, I bought a 16 thinking, oh, I might just get in a 16 because there was no stretch on this dress. And I bought the 16 and it was way too big. So I took it back and I got the 14, and the 14 was still too big. And I was thinking, this is crazy. Surely I can't fit into a 12. But I got the 12, and the dress that you see me in the video in, it's the blue mini dress, it's the shorts, that is a size 12, and that is still a little bit too big. So I took it back to get a 10, but they didn't have any more, and I was like, I just couldn't believe it. I was like, are you that, Angela? Are you that? Couldn't believe it. I was like, wow. Even now I'm kind of like, can't believe that I'm angling for a 10-12 with no stretch. So guys, as I keep saying, it's not all about the number on the scale. It just isn't. Last week we talked about taking your measurements, and thinking about how you feel and all of that. So yeah, so anyway, today I jumped on the scales and there was £2 shift. So really pleased with that, £2 off. So yeah, I need to calculate how much that 33, so that's £175 now in total that I've lost. So yeah, it's coming off gradually. I don't know how long I'm going to be on Manjaro still, because I've got I need to have my review, because it's coming up to a year. November will be a year since I've been on Manjaro, so it's coming up to a year, so I'm going to be having a review. But also, I don't know if you follow the news on Manjaro, but the price of it is going up. It's going to be triple apparently. Now I get it off the NHS, so I'm really grateful for that. But people who pay for it, it can be up to 200 quid. 200 quid for a pen, and a pen lasts 4 weeks, a month. So I'm kind of thinking, if it's going to be triple, it's going to be up to 600 quid. I know, really, really, really expensive, really expensive. So it, you know, that it's one to watch. So yeah, so that was all I wanted to update you with. But we're going to get into our main topic, guys. And as usual, what I'll do is I'll edit this live, and then what I'll do is cut out all the waffly bits, and then from this point onward, then I'll just edit it and then upload it as a video, because some people just want the meat, and don't want all the, you know, the frills. Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. And just before I get into that, I've got some videos coming that I'm going to be recording today and over the bank holiday, because I want to stack them up. We've got a whole series about menopause. So the first one is already out. So I've got menopause and weight loss, menopause, and GLP-1s if you're on Manjaro or Ozempic, etc. We're going to be talking about GLP-1s and menopause, different areas around menopause we're going to be talking about on videos. I've got some gardening videos to come. I've got some hauls as well. I've also got a collab video that I'm really, really excited about, and I'm going to today record my video about my glasses. Do you like my new glasses? Glasses even. These ones are green. I absolutely love this. I've been toying with buying these for the longest time, but when they had it on the model, I wasn't sure, and I thought, you know what, I'll just get them. Absolutely love them. So they're green, and they've got this like tortoise shell arm. So I'm recording I've got two more pairs of glasses that I've ordered. Honestly, I'm so addicted. Honestly, I've already got 16 pairs, and with the 2 that's coming, that's 18 pairs of glasses. I know, what am I like? So when those 2 pairs come, I'm not going to order any more, she says. But what I will do is thank you, Horatio, thank you, looking cool, thank you. And what I will do is do a video for you of all my glasses. Yeah. Anyway, let's get straight into this topic. So this topic today is, how do we plan and prepare for all the celebrations that are coming? So I'm going to get into that in a moment, but first let me just give you a huge warm welcome. Thank you so much for being here with me today. If you are new here, if you're watching this, you know, let me just start again. If you are watching this and you're new here, then a huge warm welcome to you. If you're not subscribed, feel free to hit that subscribe button, but also click the notification bell, because as I upload a new video, then YouTube will send you out a little notification. And if you've been here before, then it is wonderful to have you back. Thank you so much for being here. So guys, today we're talking about how do we plan and prepare our mindset for celebrations. Now, I felt that this was a really important topic because this is the bank holiday weekend. We've got lots of barbecues happening, people are meeting up, family, friends are meeting up. In fact, I'm meeting my friend this evening, going over, so we're hanging out, probably have something to eat, a few drinks and stuff. So lots happening this bank holiday weekend. Then we're going into September, and you know, the kids go back to school in September, young people go to college. For a lot of people, the routine is changed, and we know that with change can come different eating patterns. Then we run into October. We've got a whole month of Black History Month, lots of celebrations, lots of food events are there as well. Then at the end, we've got Diwali. Again, lots of celebrations, lots of food. Then we hit Halloween, lots of sweets, lots of treats there. Then we run into November. We've got bonfire and all those, you know, sticky toffee apples and all the food and hot chocolates and all of that. And then we run into weeks and weeks and weeks in the run up to Christmas. So, and then of course New Year. So lots and lots of foodie events happening, and planning and preparing our food for those events are one thing, and we'll probably come back and revisit that. But today we're going to be talking about how we can prep and plan our mindset for going into those events, because if you've been here with me before, you know that mindset is absolutely key. For me, mindset is the key to success on the weight loss journey, and that is what's helped me to lose 175.5 pounds. It's having that mindset and working on that mindset to keep us going on the journey. So as we know, planning and preparing our mindset for celebration events is absolutely key. And we're going to now, I'm going to break this down into 4 points. If you see me looking down, I've got my little notebook, into 4 key areas for us to consider when making sure our mindset is in the right place. And the first thing is to set our intention. So I've just reeled off lots of celebrations, and there might be lots of other things in between, anniversaries and birthdays, etc. But set your intention. What does success look like for you around these events in the next couple of months? Yeah. And that will be different for everybody. And success for you might be, for example, it might be saying, I'm going to go to an event and I'm going to enjoy it, being with my family and my friends and spending time with them. Or success might be, I'm going to go to this event and I'm going to be trying lots of new foods. Yeah, you might be going to Black History Month and you might want to try some curry goat or oxtail or rice and peas, or you might want to try something different, or try some jalebi, you know, Indian sweets or pakoras, or, you know, and try different cuisines. This weekend it's also carnival weekend as well, so you might be going off to Notting Hill Carnival or Leeds Carnival, or you might have a local carnival. You might want to try something new and something different. So what does success mean to you? You know, is it about connecting with your loved ones, or is it about food, trying new things, or maybe it's just about taking time out and relaxing? Yeah, so set your intentions, and then it's really then important to acknowledge your feelings. Yeah, how do you feel when it comes to these events? Are you filled with a sense of dread, thinking, oh no, there's going to be loads of food, that's going to scupper my journey? Or are you feeling, do you know what, this is exciting, I'm looking forward to trying new foods? Or maybe you're thinking, do you know what, the food isn't an issue, I'm just really excited to be with my family and friends. So, you know, different people, you might have different emotions going on, and it's okay, it's absolutely okay to have those feelings. If you feel excitement or joy, maybe you feel nervous or anxious or worried or even stressed before going to these events. So it's whatever feelings you have, it's really important to acknowledge them without judgment, without judging yourself. So, you know, just tell yourself it's okay. It's okay to feel the way I feel, and I'm going to prepare myself to handle it. I'm gonna come out of it absolutely fine. So that's the first thing, is set your intention. And then the next thing is manage your expectations. Yeah, manage your expectations. Sometimes it's easy, especially when we're on a weight loss journey. And I know that I used to do this when I was tracking, when I was following Slimming World or Weight Watchers. And also as a coach, I would also hear a lot of that for people on Weight Watchers and Slimming World. And there was this expectation that they would try and be perfect, and they would try and track perfectly even around those events, and they would be planning their food and their drink and their activities, but still trying to be perfect and track perfectly and staying within their points or their sins or their calories or their macros around those events. And I say, chuck that out. Chuck that out. You know, avoid perfectionism, because being perfect around those important events in our lives where we're around our family and friends, perfection doesn't exist. So don't try to be perfect. Yes, there might be hiccups along the way. It might be that you've eaten more than you've intended. It might be that you are resisting the foods that you think, oh, I shouldn't really have. It's okay. It's absolutely okay. Yeah. The more that we beat ourselves up, the more that we go into those events, yeah, the more that we think, oh, it's barbecue weekend, I'm not going to have the bread with me burger. The more we tell ourselves these things, the more likely we are going to have not just a full burger, but have all the dressings on it and all the sides and overindulge. Yeah, and then it doesn't stop at one, it stops at two. We have the burger and then the sausage rolls and then the hot dogs. We have the lot. So don't go in it with the mindset of being perfect. You know, it might be that you might think, you know what, I'm going to go into this event, I'm going to go to Carnival and I'm going to thoroughly enjoy it, and I'm going to have a plate of curry goat and rice and, you know, my Guinness punch. I'm going to enjoy it, and then I'm going to move on from that. Tomorrow's another day, because my journey isn't about the day. My weight loss journey isn't about that day. It isn't about that week. It's for life. So if you look at it in that respect, if you think, how many meals are you going to have between now and the end, or in a month, for example, okay, in like August, or say September, how many meals are you going to have in a week? How many meals are you going to have in a month? Then having one bank holiday weekend isn't going to ruin your journey. You know, even if you had the barbecue weekend, then you went to Carnival and you overindulged, it's not the end of the journey. Yeah, have it, enjoy it, draw that line, move forward. So avoid perfectionism. And the next thing is, think about your why. Think about, you know, why are you celebrating? You know, why is going to Carnival important to you? Why is, you know, enjoying that meal in Black History Month or Diwali important? Why is having those treats at Halloween important? Yeah, think about your why, you know. And when you start thinking about your why you're on your journey, and why these special food events or these special celebrations are important to you, it can help you to really shift the focus. And the focus then doesn't become, oh, it's, you know, for the day. You're not focusing on what's happening for you for the day. Yeah, it's not even what's happening for you for the month. You can then put it in the bigger, build in the bigger picture and say, do you know what, this is, you know, for life. And the reason I say this is, you know, I and I, you know, I've lost 175 pounds in weight now, and let me tell you, every event that comes, I thoroughly enjoy it. Thoroughly enjoyed. And if you've been here before, you know I don't track anything. Haven't tracked for years. I don't track anything, and I've still lost weight. And I go to my events, and I thoroughly enjoy it. So tonight I'm going meeting my friend. She's invited me over, and we were going to go for breakfast. We usually do breakfast, and so I'm seeing her tonight. I've got my other friend tomorrow, doing stuff over the bank holiday weekend. I'm off for the week, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna have the foods that I want, and you know that I practice mindful eating. I'm gonna have the foods that I want, but I'm not gonna overindulge. I'm not gonna be perfect. I'm gonna continue doing what I do every day, which is mindful eating, because my why isn't about the short term. My why is about the long term. And when you have that, get that perspective, then that one meal, that one burger shouldn't ruin it for you. Yeah, it shouldn't ruin it for you. And then when we think about the why, it helps us then to avoid the perfectionism. So I'm going to throw a little caveat in here. So doing that for 1 or 2 events is absolutely fine. What you don't want is for that to be every week or every month. Yeah, you don't want that, because then that can completely jeopardize your journey. But when I'm saying this, I'm talking about those celebratory events. So it might be the barbecue weekend or carnival weekend. Job done. Then next month, you know, with September, kids are going back to school, routines changing. You may not have any special events that month, so you're doing your regular thing. And then in October, you might have a special meal for Black History Month, or you might indulge in some sweets for Diwali or something for Halloween. Yeah, those are shouldn't throw you off if you're doing what you know you should be doing every single day. Okay, those individual events are not going to throw you off. And then when it comes to bonfire, you might decide to have the hot chocolate and the toffee apple. That should not throw you off course. Okay, so, and then Christmas, we're going to do more work around when it comes to Christmas, because I know that's a big one. So yeah, avoid perfectionism, focusing on your why. Why is it that you want those treats? How does it fit into your life, into your journey? And if you decide to have it, enjoy it, draw that line, move on. So then the next thing is thinking about some techniques for the day. Okay, so if you do turn up at that you know, the barbecue, or you know, the bonfire night celebration, or whatever it is, here's a couple of techniques to practice. And the first thing is mindful breathing. Now, I often talk about mindful eating. Well, there's also mindful breathing. And this is and now at the top of this live, I've mentioned it, where I breathe through pain. Technique I was taught many years ago. I breathe through pain. But you know, I should do a session about breathing actually, because breathing and breath work, oh my days, there's so much to be said about that. So it's a technique that I teach my grandkids. I taught my son. So, you know, like you knock yourself, and naturally our bodies scrunch up and the pain becomes intense. But if you hurt yourself, take deep breaths. Just breathe. I used to run sessions in the workplace around breathing techniques. But when you breathe, you get oxygen in your body, and your body relaxes. Now, next time you knock yourself or you hurt yourself, just practice that. And I promise you, you'll feel so much better and that pain will subside so much quicker. Just breathe. In through the nose, hold, breathe out through the mouth. And even when you're upset, breathe, just breathe, just breathe. And when it comes to food, you can breathe too. So if you're at an event and you're feeling overwhelmed because you're like, oh my days, it's all beige food, it's all fried food, it's all high calorie food, and you're starting to feel overwhelmed about what you can have, just breathe. Just take a moment. Just breathe. And what that does, it just gets oxygen into your body, into your brain. You start to relax. Feel your shoulders drop. Just relax. And then you'll start to think clearly. And whilst we're doing this, just practice it with me, guys. Just practice it. So we're going to breathe in through the nose. Deep breath in through the nose. Hold for a couple of seconds. And then blow out through your mouth. So I want you to practice that with me. And then drop in the chat box how you feel. Okay? So let's do that. Just breathe in through your nose. Hold. And then breathe out through your mouth. And do it again. And it should be a rhythm. Yeah? Breathe in. Breathe out. And do it again. One more time. Breathe in through your nose. Deep breath in through your nose. Hold. And breathe out through your mouth. And if you're doing that with me live, or if you're doing this as you're watching this, as it's been posted as a video, drop a comment and let me know how you feel. Do you feel a bit more relaxed? Let me know. I'd love to know. But yeah, when we're feeling anxious or stressed or overwhelmed, just breathe. Mindful breathing. And this simple technique can help to calm your nervous system. It just helps to calm you, gets that oxygen in, and then you can think clearly. And then you can make choices. You can make better choices because now you're clearer in mind. And next technique is just practice some gratitude. Yeah, if you're at that event, you're surrounded by loads of food, loads of choices, you know, just take a moment to think about what you're grateful for. Yeah, it could be the people around you, your family, your friends, the event that you're at. It could be the food that you've got in front of you, the food that you're about to enjoy, or just simply the fact that, you know, you're there celebrating. And this can shift your focus to being something really positive and help you to really enjoy the event. And then the next technique is just be present. Just be present. Put your phone away and just engage. Engage with the conversation, the event, what's happening, and avoid the distractions and just allow yourself to be present. So by paying attention to the sights, the sounds, the smells, the conversations, you're going to really enjoy it. So that is a key way of how we can prepare our mindset for celebrations. And the last technique is about after the event. Just take a moment to reflect. So after the event, just acknowledge what went well. How did you handle that? What things can you learn? Yeah, did you go in with a positive mindset and thoroughly enjoy the event, and were like, yeah, you know, it was amazing being with my family and events and enjoying the food? Or did you come away and think, oh, you know, I'm feeling stressed, I've overeaten, it didn't go well? Yeah. How were you feeling? Just take a moment just to acknowledge how you felt and what went well, but also what can you learn next time? You know, did you think about how you connected with your family and friends? Did you enjoy a particular food? Yeah. What are the small wins, and what can you do next time in the run up to the big celebration at the end of the year? So learn from the experience. Is it if it's something that didn't go as planned, don't dwell on it. Just move forward, but think about what it is you can do differently next time. And then give yourself time. Just give yourself that little bit of time to practice some self-care and mindfulness. Yeah. And maybe it was, you know, I once went to Notting Hill Carnival. Oh my days, I loved it. I loved my experience. I haven't been back since, but I wish I could. But I had the opportunity to go. It took me days to recover. Honestly, it took me days. The amount of walking. It was the walking that absolutely killed me. But I loved it. I loved it. Oh, Horatio, you've got to go now, but you'll watch it again later. Absolutely fine, my lovely. Thank you so much for being here with me. And I hope your friend gets better, and I hope you enjoy your time in Spain. So yeah, I was absolutely wrecked. Absolutely wrecked. It took me days to recover. And so really important to, you know, to decompress. And I know that, like, as I'm getting older, if I'm doing things, if I'm having days out, etc., I have to plan it so that I'm not straight back at work the next day. I've got a day to recover. I remember the days I used to be out clubbing. You know, Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night and Sunday night, and then back at work on the Monday. Those days are gone. Now, if I have a day out, I have to have a day complete rest before I can go back to work. So yeah, you know, decompress, give yourself time to relax and recover. And then this way you can really thoroughly enjoy the whole event without burning out. So guys, just by following these few steps, it can help us to start really thinking about how we can go into the next couple of months with all the celebrations, all the events that are surrounded by food, but how we can prepare our mindset for it. Yeah, how we can plan and prepare our mindset so that when we are surrounded by food, it's so much easier to manage. So guys, I hope you found that of value. I hope you did. Do drop a comment and let me know when I upload this as a live or as a video. Do let me know which tip you found helpful, or if you have other tips that you practice to help you get that mindset strong. Do share it. I'd love to know what you do. So guys, I did say that this was going to be a short one because it's bank holiday weekend. I say short one, we're still 53 minutes. But yeah, you know, it is shorter than like the past couple of ones because I know that people have got things happening, events to do, events to go to, events to prepare for, you know, things happening this bank holiday weekend. So, and I've got things as well too, you know. So yeah, so this is the short one. So guys, thank you so much for being here. I've got videos dropping. My new schedule is Tuesday and Friday because I'm doing a live on Sunday, so we're still keeping it to 3 a week. I've got content coming out for members as well, so if you're a member, do look out for that. And if you're not a member, I'd love to see you in our membership. So guys, whatever you're doing this bank holiday weekend, thoroughly enjoy it. and I will see you very soon. Take care now. Bye.